Hello, everyone. It's halfway through March, and we are experiencing quite a doozy of a month. We have a few themes that are really under the underlying energy that we're working through right now. One about endings and beginnings, endings being the beginnings, creating a chamber of protection around yourself because you are probably feeling like I am this physical experience of this energy this month. Also, a need for simplicity. And then this sense of like the underlying things that are happening that we can't quite see or put our finger on is a lot of ancestral healing that's happening right now, even with or without you doing anything. It's just the time for it. So let's get into those themes for what has been going on this month and what will continue to go on. Alrighty, gang. So what I mentioned is that I'm getting this really definite feeling of endings being the new beginning. And so we may have this sense this month of like feeling like we need to do something and yet not knowing what we are supposed to be doing, or that, we don't feel like we're called into a mission yet. There's this real sense of restlessness this month. And some of that really comes in with that fiery energy and the outer scope of things that are happening. There's just a palpable feeling of restless energy that keeps us from being able to be really sound and settled in our mind, which is not the easiest way to maneuver through life. So there's this call for us to find ways to simplify and also create a shield of protection for us. And I don't want to be fearful with like shield yourself so you're protected, but a sense of continuing to feed into a boundary or a shield around yourself. I'd like to offer you the idea of, what if you were to imagine in your mind that you were a lighthouse? You're this really strong pillar in the storm, and you're a bright light that's always shining, this bright light that's always shining. And there's multiple shields around this light in order to shield it from the outside storm. And then, you know how lighthouses often have like a little walkway inside the outer shield, and then there's the lights that are on the inside. So imagine that you have this buffer zone inside that lighthouse that allows for other people's energy or the world's energy outside to be on the outside of that outer shield. And then your energy is that light. You are the light inside of it, but you always have this really fantastic little buffer zone. And so this can be a way for you to not have to experience so tangibly the outside world. And the way to create this, because this is a thought form that you are creating, you are telling your aura how to behave, how you want it to manifest. You're training the atomic particles and the subatomic particles what shape or how to bring you into reality. So you could connect into the center part of yourself, wherever you feel like that is. Close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and uh, talk to your aura, intend to your aura. Okay, body and aura, we're creating, and give yourself that visual image inside your mind. Create an image, because your thoughts and your intentions create your reality. So you are going to continue to visualize inside your mind or intend for those layers, the outside shield, a little a little buffer zone or walkway in between the light that is the center of you. And you have these layers of shields in order for you to operate. Ask your guides to put everybody else's energy outside that outer shield. This allows for you to not have to feel everybody's energy quite so palpably. I like to, if I'm still feeling this energy, I tell my guides, move it. I still feel it. Move everybody's energy outside, even my kids, even my family. You don't have to feel everybody's energy so strongly in order to still be connected to them. So allow for their energy to touch that outside layer and still receive what it needs of you, but you don't have to experience it in the intensity of it or the draining of it. So you tell your guides, this is how I want you to help my aura be. This is how I want my bubble to be. So you're training yourself, reinforce that day and night. Ask your guides if you're feeling infringed upon, or if somebody, kind of comes into your aura, it just means that you forgot to, and your defenses are down a little bit. And just ask your guides, okay, guides, I need that really strong bubble. Make that outer shield a little bit stronger. I need that person's energy outside that aura, or I need the intensity of what's going on in the world outside that bubble so that I can operate, I can be functional, I can feel simplified and settled within myself. And then what I would recommend also is allow yourself to have some sort of a body-based practice right now to wiggle out all of the extra energy. Get out in nature. Nature helps to reset us so much if you can, or think of nature. If you're in one of the places where nature is not so friendly right now, very cold or crazy weather, think about calm and peaceful weather places. Being in that calm and peaceful weather in nature. This is really going to help you also stretching or doing even just like some kind of like a self massage where you kind of wake up those subtle energies in your body, just squeezing and releasing on various points in the body. This can also help you to be inside your body and to not pull away. When things get very intense, we have a sense of pulling out of our body. This creates a trauma-based reaction. So we want to bring ourselves back into this body, and we want to be intentional at this time of what we are connecting into our experience. Everybody has a hologram around them that they are experiencing, and that is based off of the karma and the imprints that you have that you bring into this world. So as you are clearing and moving and interacting with the world through this lens, you are going to experience it in a different way than somebody else. So recognize that that you are working to transmute all of the energies outside and inside the body to come into a very centered, grounded, whole person experience. This is helping you to anchor in the new higher frequencies, anchor in the new higher timelines for you and for everybody else. Let's see. Let me take a breath. One thing that is happening this month that is kind of the happening in the background as well is there's a lot of ancestral healing. We are healing time frames on this planet heavily. That happened in Atlantis right now, the ending times of Atlantis, also end times of other civilizations that have been on this planet, which is why sometimes right now you are hearing this is it end times kind of a narrative. It is because the patterns that happened in these different time frames are also similarly happening because we are transmuting them, because we are at a raised consciousness where we are trying to approach these things with less destructiveness toward one another. So there is a lot of energy being given by most light workers to staying at a level of peace so that we are not we are recognizing what's happening in the world, but we are not in a state of total chaos and disruptiveness as well in our body and our mind. It is a time where we are trying to pull in the more peaceful, higher timelines and anchor them onto the planet. They're already here. The earth is already birthing them, but we are helping to imagine that these timelines not only are coming to the earth, but they are birthing through the earth. So we are helping anchor them into the vibration and the frequency. It's as though we are giving the realization that allows for that to come into being. So there is the thought first, the energy that's happening, and then us helping to manifest it with our conscious thought. There are definitely times on this planet that we didn't have the consciousness, or we didn't have enough people that were awakened to a level where they could help rebirth this. So that is what we're doing right now. That's why there's so much population on this planet, because so many people are trying to help with this process. So it is a lot of glamorous energy that's happening. It's a lot of noise, but there is a deep, deep healing that is happening for us as souls on the planet to be able to release all of those karmic imprints for us and our ancestors, as well as participate in the rebirthing of Gaia's consciousness, where she's moving up to a higher frequency, and she is not she's not holding on to the imprints that have been so tumultuous on the planet. So all of us are rebirthing together. That's why we need to create, a lot of intention in what we're doing. Okay, gang. So that's a lot of information. I hope that is helpful in what I'm seeing, what I'm understanding from some other people that I've been chit-chatting with, that we are kind of all seeing pieces in various parts of this. Remember, these themes are, it feels like it's the end, but it's actually the beginning. So it's rebirthing. Create your chamber of protection that you shield yourself in, so that you feel peaceful and calm inside the storm. The storm can happen on the outside, but you can let it be on the outside, the outermost layers, so you aren't having to feel it all the time. Create some simplicity in your life. Really dig in and try to be strong about the ways that you like really fight for your simplicity. Really find a way to connect in and bring that into being. It's super essential for your body and your mind right now, so you can clear everything and you can anchor in the simplified, peaceful solutions, because the peace that is supposed to be, that we are moving into, is it's simplified. It's not as complicated as the systems and the things that we've been moving through. Simple, simple, simple. Truth is simple. Truth is peaceful. Truth is loving. And so that is what we are birthing and helping Gaia birth and manifest into reality. We're part of her. We are her. So this is what we're doing while we're here. We signed up for this, and allow for in the background for all of this ancestral healing, for Gaia, for yourself, for your ancestors, for just the general ancestors of humanity. Alrighty, friends. Always available here for sessions, private sessions, to see where you fit in with your mission, with what you're doing, your practices. We can connect in on an individual level. At the end of the month, also having a past life regression. Past life regressions can be super great for understanding your deeper parts of your lessons. And also, as you experience it, you're transmuting it and releasing it. You're gaining the wisdom. So no longer are you in the struggle, the unconscious struggle. You get the resources, and then you get to keep the wisdom on top of that. and we bring you back out with more of that wisdom, connected and anchored into more peaceful states. And I'm super excited to bring that into a small group format online so you can all join. And every week, more simplicity with meditating, guided meditation. We join in groups so that we can help with all of this coming into our center and peaceful ways of being. Take care. I'll see you guys next newsletter.